So welcome. This is a quick Facebook Live, and we're going to chat about 3 tools to create the future. And I don't know about you, but the future is up all the time for me right now in so many different ways. It's up because everybody talks about it in media and all over, and people around you. And a lot of it is concern or worry or what's going to happen, the undefined. We live in an undefined time. We live in a time of possibilities. So the first tool that I would suggest that you use is the willingness to lose the past. Like truly lose the past, and don't use the past as a reference point for the future. So all the projections, expectations, separations, judgments, and rejections that you have about what the future will be like, what it could be like, what it should be like, based on the past. If you're willing to let those go, that kind of takes all of this out of all what people are discussing and how they're trying to predict what's going to happen and not happen and what could happen and can't happen. If you actually are willing to let go of all of that, all the projections, expectations, separations, rejections, judgments, you can allow the possibilities to come in. And the past isn't really relevant. We are on a whole new path now. So the past isn't really relevant for where we're going. And when you hold on to it, you actually cannot receive the possibilities. You cannot perceive them. You cannot choose them. So by letting go of that and just running all the projections, expectations, judgments, separations, and rejections you have about the future, let them go. And then you can start asking this question. If I could truly create anything as my future in the world, what would I choose? So if you could create anything, absolutely anything as the future, if this was like if everything that ever had existed in the past just disappeared, what would you choose? What would you create as your future, as the world's future? Okay, so that was the first. Stop using the past as reference points and start asking what you would truly decide the future to be like. And then the second thing that I think that you need to have right after the first one is gratitude. To start to function from gratitude, to start to function from, oh my God, what's right about this? And what is there in the world right now to be truly grateful for? I would say like the Chinese children seeing a blue sky. The fact that people seem to have stopped going on autopilot as much. The fact that sea turtles can lay their eggs in Brazil for the first time. All these that we've seen, like the kind of like how the world is resetting everything. I am incredibly grateful for that. And the more we focus on that gratitude, the more we focus on how grateful we are for things and the generosity of spirit of that, the more that can grow. What you focus on will grow. If you focus on the problem and the drama and the trauma and all of that, that's what will grow. But if you focus on the gratitude for what a gift this particular time is to the world, to the earth, all the parts that you can see, even if it's just 1 or 2 things, start with them. Start being grateful for them. Start to actually tap into them every day and see if you can find one more thing and one more thing and one more thing, and use that power really of gratitude. And then what you focus on, what you bring your energy to, that's what will grow. That part of your life, what you're grateful for, that's what you will receive more. That's what you will receive more of. So you choose. Your point of view creates your reality. The way you function with the world is also the world you will get. So for the future, the more you focus on what you're grateful for right now, the more of that will come in the future. So that was the second tool. So the first one, be willing to leave the past behind. Don't create the future from the reference points of the past. And then the second one, function from gratitude. use gratitude to know what you would like to have in the future. Lift that up, put your energy there, and that's what's going to show up more for you in the future. So everything you acknowledge will grow. So if you acknowledge what you're grateful for, and that whatever you can perceive that you're actually, that is a gift to you right now, a contribution to you, that will grow and that will become your future. Okay, and then the third tool is to start choosing your future. This is where, you're already doing that in the first and second tool, right? Because you're choosing to stop to function from the reference points of the past. You're choosing to start asking what future you would truly desire. And then you're choosing gratitude. You're choosing that as the main theme of your life. But here you kind of take it one step further. If you are willing to truly know that where you are right now, where we all are right now, is created by choices. Everything in our life is created by choices. That means that every single choice, every single action that you take will create tomorrow. It's very scary. And it makes you super potent. Because you have the power to create your future with every fucking... I probably can say that on a Facebook Live. With every fucking choice you make today, you will create tomorrow. You will create a different future. So I have a favorite question that I use a lot when I choose for things in the future. And it's this question. It has two parts. So I would ask, so if I choose this, what will my life be like in 5 years? What will my life be like in 50 years? What will my life be like in 500 years? And you can do it for the world too. If I choose this, what will the world be like in 5 years? What would the world be like in 50 years? What would the world be like in 500 years? Okay, I think you all got that energy. There's like, if you choose that. Now, you do the other side of that. You do, if I choose this, if I don't choose this, what will my life be like in 5 years? What will my life be like in 50 years? What will my life be like in 500 years? And if I don't choose this, what will the world be like in 5 years? What will the world be like in 50 years? What will the world be like in 500 years? Now, I get way more excited when I put the world in there. It just somehow, whatever we're talking about, probably because it's the whole future, the world reads way more. So right now, what you look at is the difference between those two energies. So pick anything right now. Pick something, some choice that you have, that you're looking at maybe today or tomorrow, that you're going to choose. And it can be a really small choice. Like if you're heading out to buy a tree, for your garden. I don't know what people do, but if you are about to buy a tree, but whatever you pick something that you could choose and then try it. And let's do the world just because it's more fun. So if you choose that, go on that date, take that course, try out that job, buy a tree, whatever that is, pick that up, have that with you, and then ask. So if I choose this, what will my life be like in 5 years? If I choose this, what will the world be like in 5 years? Now, let's try it again. So if you choose this, what will the world be like in 5 years? And if you don't choose this, what will the world be like in 5 years? Notice the difference of energy, like how it actually has a different energy to it, even if it's slight. And the lighter one is usually what's true for you. And what this question does, it's not really like a magic formula. It's way simpler than that. What it does is it takes you out of the computation and the trying to figure out what's actually the right choice or the wrong choice for the future. It takes you out of the right and wrong, the computation, the figuring out, and it brings you back to your knowing. That's really the whole point of this question. That's why the world reads, because you can't really try to figure out and compute the whole world. And that's why the 500 years reads. So strangely, whatever it was you're thinking of, let's try it again. So if you choose this, what will the world be like in 500 years? If you choose this, what will the world be like in 500 years? And now the other side. If you don't choose this, what will the world be like in 500 years? If you don't choose this, what will the world be like in 500 years? Okay, so notice the difference of energy and notice that you can figure it out. This is why this is such a brilliant tool for creating the future, because you cannot go into the computation of what's right and what's wrong. And if we go back to the very beginning of this Facebook Live, where I talked about how everybody all around us right now is discussing the future and what could be and how will it look like and what could we do and will the airplanes fly or will the hotels open and can I travel there or not there or will everybody die or will some survive or all of that. All of that is about the future, but all of that is based on, is this the right choice we're making right now? Is it the wrong choice we're making right now? Or is this a good choice? Or is this a bad choice? And then we're talking about different countries doing right or good or bad or choices. And it's, since everything is undefined, it actually gets very confusing if you're functioning from your knowing, because all of it is basically a truth with a lie attached, because there's part of it that's true and there's part of it that's just lies that kind of, serves around that truth that's in the middle of it. So that's why using this question, it takes you away from all of that. It takes you away from all of these computations that the whole world is doing right now in this reality, where you can actually function from your knowing. So if I choose this, what will the world look like in 5, 50, or 500 years? If I don't choose this, what will the world look like in 5, 50, or 500 years? And you can do that on the smallest thing and the biggest thing. So it's one of my favorite tools, and I really wanted you to have that one. And use it. Use it, play with it, try it, and see. You go with what's light. Whatever of those choices, even if it doesn't make any sense, that's the choice that is lighter for you in that moment. And because you can't compute it, you can't try to justify it. You can't try to find the reason why you should choose or not choose that. So that's the choice. And then as a fourth thing to add to all of this is really creating with the earth. So to create a future that is sustainable, that is a future that's different from what any of us could even imagine, a future that's greater, for me at least, than I can even imagine. It's creating with the earth, and allow the earth to contribute and allow you to contribute to the earth. And one of the best questions really to use right now and really all the time is, Earth, what are you showing me? Earth, what is available now that's never been available before? The earth functions way more like that 500 years question. The earth doesn't have a point of view. It doesn't have no, it's a right choice now to let the flowers grow. No, it's a wrong choice now to let the flowers grow. It just allows the seasons to come and go. It just allows things to come alive and then die. Like the earth has this really motion-like way of functioning with everything. And what if that is how you would function with the future? What if you would follow that flow, that organic flow of seasons, that organic flow of the world and the earth, and ask the earth, show me. What are you showing me right now? What is available now that's never been available before, or that I've never been willing to be aware of before? Ask the earth to contribute to your choices. Ask the earth to contribute to the future that you're choosing. And also really be grateful for the earth. I think that's so. Just to recap, if somebody came on late, so we have 4 very basic tools to create the future that you can play with starting today. So the first one is to be willing to lose the past. Be willing to uncreate and destroy all your projections, expectations, judgments of what the future should look like, could look like, needs to look like, and should not look like, and does not need to look like. All of that. Just let go of all of that and allow every single infinite possibility to show up that can show up if you don't function from the past. And ask, what if I can truly create anything as my future right now, what would that be? So that's the first one. And then the second one is to be grateful and function from gratitude, because what you're grateful for, that will grow. What you acknowledge and are grateful and see as a contribution and a gift, that's what you will get more of in your life, and that's what you will get more of in your future. Really easy. If you function on problems and catastrophes and traumas, that's also what's going to show up more of in the future. So gratitude, gratefulness, generosity of spirit. Okay, and the third one, start choosing and start using choices that are not based on right and wrong. Start choosing choices that are based on your knowing, which really is when you go way beyond all of it. Like when you literally, you ask a question that's so big that is about 5 years, 50 years, or 500 years, and you take yourself out of the computation of justifying and giving reasons for and finding the right or the wrong choice, and really choose based on your knowing, based on what's light. Choose with what you know instead of what you think. And then the last one is creating with the earth. Ask the earth, show me what's available now that's never been available before. Okay, thank you everyone for coming on. These are my 4 tools for creating the future, and yeah, go and play with them and see what happens. Bye.